Hey guys, really excited to show you this new product, Analog Atmospheres for Omnisphere. So this product boasts 58 multis, 416 patches, and 216 all-new sound sources. It does come in different formats, so if you're after Nord or Mainstage or Logic or even Contact versions of this product, go to Multitracks, click on the magnifying glass in the top right-hand corner, type in the product name, and it brings up all those different versions. The Nord version is actually available for a bunch of different keyboards too, and if you click on that, you can see all the different Nord keyboards that it's compatible with. But this video is obviously the walkthrough video for Omnisphere, so I'm going to focus on that one today. So the concept behind this library was to create massive sounding kind of pad atmospheres, and I did that by sampling a bunch of different gear like my OB6, real string samples, female voice, all through different reverbs. So I stacked my favorite reverbs on top of each other and actually sampled the reverb into these samples. I even partnered with this company, Bunker Samples. So they make amazing virtual instruments for Contact. They've gone and done a bunch of real string samples, and I decided to partner with them. They agreed to the partnership deal, where I use their samples to create massive sounding kind of orchestral string layers. But when you soak them in reverb, they turn into these really big epic kind of pads. So that's another thing that you get in this library. Obviously these are all new sound sources, so I'm not using string samples from Omnisphere. They're exclusive to this bundle. So before we get into audio examples, I'll do a quick walk through how to install it. It's pretty simple. Just click on the utility cog, top left hand corner, go to install.omnisphere, click on that, find the product, the .omnisphere file product, which will say Peter James Analog Atmospheres, I think it is. Click on that and it'll install automatically. It's really easy to install Omnisphere libraries. Love that feature of Omnisphere. So when you first get this product, I'd suggest looking at the multis, because there's 58 multis, and the reason why I say start with multis is because all these samples are set up spread out across the whole keyboard. So if we go to the multi-stack layer, you can see this one patch is made up of 8 different samples kind of spread out over the whole keyboard. You can use the individual patches, and they're all included in this library as well. But I'll definitely start with the multis to get a good overview of the sound. You can get some really cool kind of alternative sounds by using the individual patches, because you're kind of stretching the sample quite far, and you get some really cool sci-fi effects and different, I guess, creative patches using it that way. But definitely start off checking out the multis first. Okay, before I get started, I'll just mention there is no additional reverb either on Mainstage. As you can see here, it's just Omnisphere, and there's not even any additional reverb in Omnisphere. These reverby sounds are all sampled into the samples. But if you want extra reverb, I have set up a effects stack with my favorite reverb effects stack in there, and all you need to do is go to the mixer tab and turn these up depending on how much you want on each patch, so you can add additional reverb. But for the sake of showing you these audio examples, I'm going to show it to you without any additional reverb, just so you can get an idea of the sound in its purest form. Okay, so let's show you the first one here. Now version 1 is a natural build-up of reverb and a natural fade out, so it's got a slow attack and slow release. If you want a more conventional version of this patch, go to the version 2. I've cut into the sample start time and I've reduced the release time, and it gives you something a little bit more traditional, I guess, if you're wanting to use it in church, wanting a faster attack, faster release pad. But if you want a more cinematic type of pad, try version 1. So here we go. So that's Analog Atmosphere version 1. I'm just going to go to version 2 and show you that. So it's got a bit of a faster attack and a faster release. Obviously, you can go in and you can edit that even further and make it even faster attack and faster release. But I've kind of given you a good compromise between really slow and kind of fast to medium release for those. I'll show you this one next. This was created with real female vocals through a bunch of different reverbs. And because of the amount of reverb that I put into the soundbook, it kind of came out really ethereal sounding. So I'll show you this one quick. So a lot of these patches, I actually sampled the filter sweeps into them. So you get some really cool kind of, I guess the closest thing at the moment would be like blinding lights kind of filter sweeps and very 80s, very 90s style analog pads. Actually, I'm going to go down and show you my favorite filter one first and then come back to some of those other ones. So this one is probably my favorite one. It's got high resonance on the filter, so you get that really aggressive filter sweep. This one's a ProRes Atmosphere filter. So I really love that patch. There's even more filter ones. I'll show you. Let's go to the Juno Pro, and then I'll jump down and show you the OB Big Atmosphere filter as well. So there's a bunch of kind of filter atmospheres in there. You can go to the filter multi, which I've kind of combined a bunch of them as well. I'll show you that quickly too. So you'll notice in this library, there's obviously a bunch of multis, but there's kind of multis inside multis. For example, the filter multi, if you go here, there's 3 patches per patch across all 8. So it's kind of patches stacked upon patches. And for those multi versions, there's a mod wheel version, and that is a version where the mod wheel is mapped to the low pass filter. So you can make it mellow or bright just by moving the mod wheel up. For the individual patches, I've set the low pass filter off for all of these patches, but you can turn it on if you want to. It's just the multi ones that's so in depth. They have 3 to 4 per patch, and so to turn them all on would be a nightmare. So I decided to do mod wheel versions of those. So I'll just quickly show you that. Let's go back to that filter one, and if I have the mod wheel down, it's going to start more mellow, and then I can move it up and build it like that. So that's how that works. Just move the mod wheel up and down and kind of create your own sweep if you want to, or just take a pad which is too bright and make it mellower. The next one I'll show you is kind of a really nice, warm, kind of a more mellow OB6 pad sampled through a bunch of different reverbs. So this is Gentle Atmosphere. So that was version 1 with a slow attack and slow release, but there's obviously the version 2. A bunch of these sound really good, but I don't want to drag this video out too long, so I'm going to skip to the pipe organ. This is an OB kind of pipe organ sound with a lot of reverb on it. Actually, I'm going to do a version 2 for this one because I like the faster attack on this patch. Okay, let's go to the string machine atmosphere. This is another one of my favorites. And let's jump down to these bunker sample string ones because they're really, really nice as well. Let's do this one, the string atmosphere, especially the bottom end where you can hear the double basses and cellos. Sounds really big, so I'll show you this one. And here's a Pizzicato string atmosphere, which is really cool as well. Let's jump up and show you the Obi string vocal multi. So this one obviously has string and vocal atmospheres mixed. So to finish off this walkthrough video, I'm just going to close this and open up Analog Dreams on one instance of Omnisphere, and I'm going to open up Analog Atmospheres on the other. So I just want to show you kind of how they work together because they partner really well. I've got Analog Dreams Multi, the main one from Analog Dreams, and then I've got ProRes Obi String Machine Multi, and that's the mod wheel version. So when the mod wheel's down, it's darker. When you open it up, it gets brighter. And obviously, if you want to hear additional audio examples of the multis that I've skipped over, just go to multitracks and they're all on the product page for this product.